Hello folks, welcome to Millennium Motorcycles. I've got Mike, the sales manager, with me here today.
Hello.
Uh, Reason we're making this video is there are some new finance deals with the Royal Enfield motorcycles, and Mike obviously knows more about that than I do because he's been down to the Royal Enfield conference. So I'm going to scoot around the bikes. Mike's going to tell you what the deals are and we'll take it from there. So Mike, over to you please.
Hello, everyone. So, Royal Enfield have had a finance offer on one of their models called a 50/50. The way 50/50 works is you pay half of the balance up front, and then in 2 years' time, you pay the remaining balance. This is a 0% finance deal, so there's no interest on this whatsoever. It's literally half now, half later. So it was on the Super Meteor, and they've now recently announced that it's going to be on these three models here as well. So if we start down at this end here, this is the very, very popular Burr 650. You can have this bike, riding it away for £3,449. The next one is the Himalayan 450, which you can have this bike for £2,875. And then finally, we've got the classic 650 twin, which you can have for £3,324. So these bikes are on an amazing deal. It's interest free, and you only have to pay half of the value of the bike to be riding around on the bike.
Okay, Mike. So effectively, that's a cash purchase of on the Royal Enfield Classic we've got in front of us. They have to pay cash of 3,324, and then in 24 months' time they have to pay the balance. That can't be financed, can it?
No, you can't refinance at the end. That final balance must be paid in full. Alternatively, you do have two other options available to you. One of the options of there is very much like a PCP. That final payment is a guaranteed future value, so you can hand the bike back after 2 years if you wish. Also, one other option you'd have would be to come down back to Millennium Motorcycles in 2 years' time and part exchange that bike for a new one. You're more than likely going to have some equity in that bike because Royal Enfields, as we all know, hold their value really, really well. And that means that in the 2 years' time, you're going to have a good amount of equity in your bike with a bit of luck on that one.
Oh, great. Okay, so that's the 50/50, Mike. Royal Enfield have also recently announced a lower rate.
That's it. If the 50/50 isn't what suits you, then there's 5.9% APR available. Minimum deposits apply. Depending on the different bike, it is a percentage of the loan that you're taking out. So the deposit varies from bike to bike. And also, if you do put in a slightly larger deposit, then that rate does come down ever so slightly as well, so that it benefits all of the customers fairly and equitably on that one as well.
So that's a bespoke deal. They would have to either call the team or pop into the shop.
Absolutely, yeah. So the best thing to do with that is to contact the team, and then we can run through a quote with you based on your deposit and term needs. But the rate on it is 5.9% APR, and then that will vary dependent on your deposit. But it's a very, very good deal that will work best for each customer.
Brilliant. Thanks, Mike. So there you go, folks. It's these three models on the 50/50 deal. But there are other deals and other models available at Royal Enfield Millennium Motorcycles. So you know the score. Give us a bell 01744 616161 or email info@mmcbikes.co.uk. And we look forward to seeing you and hearing from you. Thank you, guys.
Thanks a lot,
Bye.
everyone.